Welcome everyone to a stream. It's only a stream for today because we got in at about 4-ish. So there's not really a point in doing a stream then. But here we are. We be streaming and we be playing some Madden today. It's gonna be a pretty chill stream. Already the game launched because I was actually playing a little bit of Madden during our stay at our hotel. Because
to do, you have three options. Start
remote play is a thing, and I like remote play.
Start simulate 637 XP.
So I played a game of Madden and I won. I did defeat the Seattle Seahawks, and so we're going to continue that face the franchise journey. I believe we have one regular season game left, and then it's probably going to be the playoffs, and hopefully I can redeem my character and finally give him a Super Bowl ring. All right, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I am Radical aka Superblindman, and I appreciate anyone stopping in today. Please know if you'd like to contribute to the content, every kind of contribution is appreciated. Every follow is appreciated. It is still September, guys. It's still September, so all Tier 1 subs, half off. Now's the time to sub if you'd like to do so. And also, let me make some adjustments here. We can do this now. Anyone can do this, by the way. 26. We're down to 26. So my goal for the year is 40 subs. That is my ultimate goal. I would like to reach that, and there's still a little bit of time left. So if you ever thought about subbing, I would really appreciate it. It'd be great to hit that goal at last. I would be super pleased and super happy about it. So consider it, but that's another option. Also, if you cheer with the Subway cheer emote, every cheer above 10 bits will be increased by 10%. So if we gave 100 bits, there'd be an extra 10 in there. You use the Subway cheer emote. So there you go. Also, tips are a thing you can do. !tip, or wait for Nightbot to give you the link to that. Also, you can even supply food, which is just the thing. It's an option. You know, it's there. It's a there thing. Alright, so let us continue our journey here. And play our season game. I think this is our last season game, if I have my math right.
Entering teams.
Let's do this. I'm looking forward to it. We close some stuff here. There we go. We are ready, we are set. Let's go. Let's go. Can I take the Buccaneers all the way this time? I hope so.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile
Broncos Stadium.
Seen a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike
I wonder if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
and the Denver Broncos.
And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, man.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt.
Bye,
Breaks the tackle,
Kareem.
now an alley. How did he stay on his feet? And all the way
Oh,
down to the 26.
I thought that was going to be it.
A big run by Kareem Hunt, 54 yards. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
So in the real lives,
Following the pickup,
the Browns
here's
lost
2nd and
yesterday,
6.
but I still feel like it was a well-played game, personally.
And this is caught at the 8. And all
We
the way
lost
down
by
inside the 5 to the
only a
4.
touchdown,
It's a pickup
and we got
of 17
really
and a
close to
first
tying the
down.
game. Really
Late in the
close.
season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back,
A lot of
usually
bias
quarterback.
against him.
A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike
So,
first here on their opening drive.
they're chattering MVP for my quarterback, huh? All
An
right.
ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare.
Hey, Extras
Force
Beats, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just doing a chill, since my only stream today, I'm just doing a chill Madden stream and,
On the ready.
playing my, Face of the Franchise mode.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Beautiful.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for Howard a week ago, 6 catches, 72 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
He'll be taken down before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Oh, Denver.
Now we're going to get a timeout.
Oh, no.
We've got an injured
No.
Buccaneer. And
No.
in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs.
Oh, no.
We'll step aside.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What terrible thing has just happened.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I better go
That's tough
check.
to play.
And call to exit depth challenge medical center. Entering injury report screen 3 rows 4 column. Player
no.
name K Hunt.
Oh no.
Position H key.
No.
Injury type chest. Injury length
Oh,
TP
no.
key.
We may have lost Hunt.
Entering coaching.
This could be
screen.
literally the same thing that happened to him in
Absolutely
the
right.
Cloud
You talk about
franchise.
finding the soft
That's hilarious.
spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Nelson Aguilar, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is.
All right, let's check again, see if they figured it out.
Entering pause. Call timeout. Resume. Depth challenge. Medical center. Entering injury report screen. Position MLG. Injury type torn pectoral. Player name
That's not
K
fun.
Beckwith. Injury type. Player name K Beckwith. Position injury length placed on error. UB selected. HB selected. FB select. WR Bronco selected. Buccaneer selected. Injury type. T selected. LT selected. LG select. C selected. RG selected. RT select. L selected. Ray selected. DT select. Low selected. MLB selected. Roll selected. CP selected. FS selected. SS select. K selected. P selected. All selected. Position M. Injury type torn pectoral.
Okay, so I guess
Player name K Beckwith.
Hunt is back in the game. So our only injury right now is Beckwith. Okay.
Entering coaching screen depth
Alright.
chart.
Thought I was missing something there. I guess he's back though. Yeah, he is.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Add the gain here to the previous play. It's better than 40 yards total.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on, set, 10 Lobo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out
We are
wide,
laying the
not
smacketh
only get
down right
open,
now.
But when they're covered,
Feels good, feels good.
can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Oh, and now some space to operate. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Got it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up to throw. And break. The tight end's got it.
7 yards.
Up on the pitch and catch. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. They'll look to throw.
Ow.
Under pressure, and he will go
Ow.
down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will
Thank
cost
you,
him 15.
Denver, for giving us back the sack.
You get the face mask.
Thank you.
Any part of it, that's gonna be
Appreciate
15
that. That was really
yards.
nice of you.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Caught right side, Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. The Lions trying to finish out the season strong. 2 wins could get them back to 500 for the year. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with
Yay.
3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Traquan Smith, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half.
In the
Who
second
can
half.
put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Uh-huh. Okay. There you go.
Welcome everyone back.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. You can't block me. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Joy is here!
Coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful when you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you
also
still want
choice
to play
here, by the way.
zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme,
all that.
and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper
zone versus
route.
man versus
And
zone versus man versus
well.
zone man, zone man, zone man. Sorry. I'm very weird. If you didn't know, now you know.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Nice promoting of the Microsoft Surface, by the way.
Ready up. Mike 51. Tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
There you go. I finally gave Kareem
drive,
Hunt the
they
touchdown
really
record.
increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only but surely.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it.
Oh, wow. That must have been on a turnover. That must have been on a turnover.
Touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short
Yeah,
field
it must have been a turnover because that was short.
6. Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 5.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Go now. 18 Gator.
I'm going to try a risky thing.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw toward the end
No,
zone, but that's
it's like my
gonna
first
wind
incomplete
up
pass.
incomplete.
I just wanted to try it.
Looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bucks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
This is a
There was no.
this is a route right here. This is terrible for them. And by the way, this is on all Madden difficulty on arcade.
They're going to look to throw.
So I will grant you that it's not simulation, it is arcade, but it's still all Madden difficulty.
The 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the delay, here's Hunt. Breaks a tackle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
23 yards on the
Says, why do you
play.
need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Set. Pilot. 64. Weak. 8-2.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Woo!
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
Ha! Thank you, Joy, for the Subway bits. Joy has hot chocolate also. Apparently, chat. I want hot chocolate. Sounds good. Thank you, Joy, for the Subway bits. Always appreciate it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so
Sounds like most of the crowd's already left.
This victory formation, take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, you know, call it a game, call it whatever.
Oh, I love it.
It's crazy for the same price as 10 pack of Swiss Mississippi and 15 pack of Costco.
That is crazy. Wow. Not bad.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On first down, Hunt and fights through one man. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. Big hit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just
not right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's fine. Pretty sure you guys can't catch up in 2 minutes. I think we're all right. I think we're okay. I'm just saying.
Ready? 70, Indy. Let's go. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We got this.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I love the commentary just has nothing to say anymore.
Go. 10 Lobo.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,
All right, so we're going to the playoffs again.
Points,
Question is,
like
can we make it to the Super Bowls?
Joy,
Joy, the trip was pretty good. I feel bad for Misty because they canceled the concert, but overall it was pretty good. It was kind of nice to get away, and you know, even if ultimately we just chilled in the hotel room a lot, it was fun. It was good. It was a good time. Now next week.
After a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. And for Charles Davis.
So yeah, for anyone in chat who doesn't know, we got the call. I have to go do the thing I can't talk about next week. So next week's going to be a very, very short streaming week. And I mean very short.
Entering
As in
XP feedback
2 days.
Screen, you have 2 options. You have 20 options. Fantasy goals is selected. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Advanced view docs. Advanced things to do. You have 2
Indeed.
options.
Indeed.
Next week is selected.
Indeed. It's a call I've been waiting for a while now, though. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm super, super psyched.
Great player. Start week.
Of course, I wish we
Great
could talk
player.
about it, but I can't do that. So, you know.
Field general.
Let's go with field
Improviser.
general.
Field general. Entering franchise. Advanced. Start week. Start week. Simulate 637 XP. Things to do. You have 2 options. Next week is selected.
start your week by installing your game plan.
Start weekly Start week. Simulate 6. Start. Simulate 6.
Yep. Sorry, Joy. When I can, I will. Believe me, I will tell the world when I can. I will shout it out to the universe when I can. Play divisional playoffs. No wild card for us this time.
Entering. Team ready.
Let's do this.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay
So it's the Saints, okay.
Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot.
So the Saints were the wild card team and they won. Okay, cool. All right, let's do it. Let's face our destiny. I'm thinking if we can actually get to the Super Bowl, we'll get another video cutscene. I'm thinking we will. Like we got one after our first year. So I'm thinking reaching for the Super Bowl, probably we'll get another one. I think. I hope.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Come on, dude. Get ready.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Now we're going to get a timeout. Pierce
No.
got an injured Buccaneer.
No.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
No. Kareem. Why Kareem?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Is definitely looking their chops. Everyone wants to
Facebook is
run.
Weird. I kind of don't think that's true.
Challenge
Yeah, I don't think that's
center.
right.
Entering injury report position. Player name K Hunt. Injury type
Ruptured disc. Oh.
Injury length TPG.
Oh.
Injury type ruptured disc.
Misty would be feeling bad for Kareem Hunt if she saw that.
Nice early burst. Nice gain, too.
Check. No. Stop.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught by
Okay.
Howard.
Sure.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch.
Wands are
and put
guns.
the down marker back to 1.
If the wand actually worked, I'd say wands.
Get it.
Inside the
Wait,
red
midnight or
zone
high
here.
noon.
They'll look to throw. His throw
All right.
at about the 5.
Fair enough.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good drive so far.
Now
pretty
they just want to
fitting.
see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Looking to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. For a 3-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp.
Right. Yeah, you kind of lost me on that one.
Let's go. 50. Plant. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now it's Davis. There
Oh.
they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you'll fall.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. These two teams all tied.
Oh boy, we're tied. Okay.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the
Wow.
football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And he will fight his way in the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
This is a lot. This is a lot to take in. I'm learning a lot today about witches and cowboys.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
I mean, it's a lot.
Check, 47.
I don't know if I buy all those arguments, but it is quite a lot of evidence. Tyler, my friend, I'm doing well, sir.
There, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that.
I was her helper.
Laterally,
I was her helper human.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
Much
later.
like she does for me when we go do my work.
Davis.
You know, she just helps out.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the
Triangle
draws and
throw.
other plays of that nature to make sure you don't
Okay,
get
well
hurt.
that, I guess we, wow, all right. We better not lose this. We better not lose this.
Go now. 10 logo.
They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9.
Nope, we'll take that first down.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh. All right, interesting.
They took out of their
That's all right, I'm sure you
hands
handled it.
to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not.
Well, yeah, that's,
now
no,
it's
it's
a lot
true.
easier. You see it, you call it.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought
They just keep
down.
giving us yardage.
A nice little gain. Defense. To give him the yardage.
What? Why? I don't get it. I don't know why. I don't know what happened there.
Let's go. Let's go. 30 base. 59.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis. And shedding his way forward. Breaks free again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling's working very well for them right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And Brake has it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one
Yeah, that's right. You're
incompletion.
welcome.
Another 1st and
I'm
10
an amazing
here.
quarterback. I know. It's fine.
They'll run with Davis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Okay, so they were ahead of us for a second. Woo, that's scary.
From 8 yards out, and now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, we better have made it. We're going for 2. Oh, God. I shouldn't have.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis.
Okay, we got it. We got it.
Fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in
what?
the lead. What a
very
terrific job
confused.
by him. He is carrying the ball.
Why did they just say he just got a touchdown when it was a 2-point conversion? What the heck just happened? Did they just award me with 2 touchdowns in a row?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
Did this game just glitch out?
Drop following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Face mask. Defense.
Ball at the 160.
And a big face mask
I
penalty
think that's.
here, 15
I feel like that's what happened just now.
Get your hands up in the face mask
The
area
2-point
because your
conversion
fingers
turned
can get
into
tangled
another
up there,
touchdown.
and that can hurt
So
you
did I
as
just
a
score
player.
12 points?
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
We're tied.
That's why I tell
We're
all
tied
you
right
guys
now.
we need more than one
Stave announcer just said
tackler
we're
to the
tied.
ball. He
Oh my
broke the
God,
first tackle.
dude.
Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Woo!
Evans
Thanks, Evans.
Touchdown, Bucks. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when...
Sturluckatra.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here
Oh,
near
it was caught.
midfield.
I thought I heard that drop. I really thought I heard that drop. I was so
I
sad.
know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. There's Evans again, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Must win, must win, must get to Super Bowl, must get to Super Bowl.
As we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is
Well,
where
that sucks.
you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And this is caught. And
Woo!
that could seal it.
It's like, fine, I'll just do it again. No problem. I got this.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
All right.
On 1st down, it's Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go down to 3, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for
All right.
us. For Charles
Now,
Davis and all our crew.
the next game,
You've been
the
watching
NFC title
the
game,
NFL.
that's as far as I got in the previous Buccaneer season when I was playing
Second
with
message. Second message. 5 point. Third button.
So, if I can win that game, I'm taking us to the Super Bowl. But the question is, can I win that game?
Entering XP
Even that game wasn't a blowout or anything. It was tied for a long time until the fourth quarter. Kept going back and forth.
Franchise hub screen things to do. Advanced
So let's see what
box
happens.
Scores. Advanced week things to do. You have 2 options. Next week is selected.
How's it going, Sherlock?
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Start Start weekly. Play. Start week. Simulate 637 XP. Advance week. Play
Conference
conference
championship. Let's do it.
is selected.
Button back. Chicken button.
Entering team select screen. The
You
temp
want
ready.
some chicken, Sturlock. Some nice, fresh, juicy, crispy chicken. Sorry, that was just me. Made a mistake there. It's just me it's talking about.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier.
Why do I
this
feel like it was the...
afternoon. But for
Wasn't
now,
it the Cowboys
it's
that I lost to
Sunday Night
last
Football.
time
On the
too?
call, as always,
In the conference
Brandon
championship?
Gaudin
Wasn't it the
and Charles
Cowboys?
Davis.
I think it was.
Playoff football has
Oh,
come
boy.
to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super
Oh,
Bowl.
Joy, I'm sorry to hear
We've got
that.
a classic in store between the Dallas
We don't want a sick
Cowboys
Joy. We want a
and the
happy,
Tampa
healthy
Bay
Joy.
Buccaneers. Hello, everyone.
A joyful
Alongside
joy,
Charles
if you
Davis,
will.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Yeah, last time I couldn't do it with the Bucks. Maybe this time I can. Let's hope I can. By the way, we don't have Kareem Hunt. I don't know if you heard this, Sturlock, but he ruptured a disc. So he's out.
Ready? 60 out now. Right up.
They begin with a run by Davis.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know all about that.
Back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A 2nd down pass
Oh,
play
no.
there, it's incomplete.
No.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down short of the first.
Oh, that's not a good start.
Line. It'll be a gain of 8.
Oh my God, that's
So
not a
need
good
to
start.
avoid
No. No.
Set. 30 base.
Thanks so much for checking out the stream, folks. If you like Superblindman content, please follow them on Twitter, HTTP,
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Davis now. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. He's going to loft one, deep left side here.
Oh, no.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Oh, wow, Joy, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope you have fun at that.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god, dude.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
I'm getting nervous.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping.
Oh, that's cute.
There's a throw.
That is cute, Joey.
Taken in by his tight end, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3.
Oh my God, he said that 3 times.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he floats one there, incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Tampa Bay touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys have moved out in
Yes.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Fire.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over.
That is so
to
awkward.
Godden.
That is such awkward commentary.
We welcome everyone back.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Snap.
Back to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Just bowling over tacklers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught at the 20.
Woo!
That one good for 37 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They're going to look to throw.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots.
Oh,
Into heavy
man.
traffic, and it's
Oh,
intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
no.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your
Oh,
pool.
no,
It's
dude. It's got to happen again, isn't it?
Here we go. 60 or. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have
back in the lead.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And all the
There you
way
go.
down
There you
the
go.
40-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
There you go.
45 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Woo!
Chris Godwin, 31 yards. And they are able to break the tie.
Oh my God, we were tied again. We just broke the tie again.
He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand.
Ready? 55.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Evans. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
60
Oh
Getting
my
down to
God.
the
It's
good
all
stuff.
tied at 2
All
minutes.
tied
Oh.
with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
It's tied at 2 minutes.
So it's
Oh,
Buccaneer
no.
football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this
no.
tie. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality
no.
runs like that.
Oh no.
Ready, break. Mike, 55. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Oh.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Yes, yes, yes.
The 30.
Yes.
10, touchdown.
Yes.
Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the night, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it.
60 outlaw.
They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the target there. But it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. This is Jones. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Dang it!
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Down. 60 or. 55.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way.
Okay, so it's overtime. We're going into overtime.
Time management sheet tells you with this
My
amount
God.
left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over.
Oh, my
But if
God.
they kick a field goal or don't, it's a chance to.
Ready? 50. Plant. Watch it. Fire.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end
I can't
zone.
believe it. Yes!
Touchdown.
Yes!
Partner, a great
One
game
big
we got to
final
see.
play. Oh, I
Extra
love the
special.
drama.
Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending. to
Oh,
finish
that
things off
drama,
as well.
though.
What a game.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis,
So I
I'm
did it.
Brandon Gordon, and for
I
our
am bringing
entire crew,
the
we'll
Buccaneers
see you
to the
2
Super
weeks
Bowl.
At the Super Bowl.
Now, can I win
Sports.
the Super Bowl?
Finish game.
Can I pull it off? Ermagerd. Ermagerd.
Entering next screen, you have 2 options. You have 20.
Thank you, Joy.
Fantasy goals is selected.
I appreciate your belief in me.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Advanced week, view docs score is advanced things to do. You have 2 options. Next week is selected. Advanced week, view Pro Bowl roster. Advanced week.
View the Pro Bowl roster. I guess we're not on it?
Advanced week.
I don't know. I guess none of my players is on the Pro Bowl.
View Pro Bowl Advanced week. Things to do. You have 2 options.
Whatever.
Next week is selected.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Start week. View yearly awards. Start weekly training. You have Simulate 637 XP. Upgrade player. View yearly. Upgrade player. Field general.
Strong arm.
Entering franchise. Play. View yearly awards. Entering 2020 annual awards screen. 10 rows, 6 columns. Left filter NFL, right filter MVP undefined. Player name K Hunt. Award.
Wow, Kareem Hunt got MVP.
Player name. Team name Buccaneers. Team record 1-4-2. Team name Ravens. Player name L Jackson. Player name A Luck. Player name
Andrew
M
Luck.
Trubisky. Player name D Watson. Player name Jay Brizick.
Cool.
Entering franchise. Play. View yearly awards. Play Super Bowl selected.
Oh no. Well, that's not entirely true. If I'm not wearing headphones like I usually do, then yeah, sometimes I have had that happen. Now that I think about it, I have had that happen. All right, it's time to play the Super Bowl. Oh god, it's time to play the Super Bowl.
Entering team select. Ready.
Can we do it? Can we win the freaking Super Bowl?
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 55. As we'll get you over to Tampa. Standing by for the call.
That's cool. It actually reported the number accurately.
Make it a good one, gents.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll.
Well, let's roll. Crowd is cheering for something. All right, finally. Well, let's do the dang thing.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Get it.
On the draw, this is Davis, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get it on the ground.
The pressure's
you
real.
can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete, he finds Bray. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive.
Hey! Draven in his house. The next game I'm looking forward to, in terms of like games that I intend to stream, is probably, man,
because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed.
Probably the Veil. I'm really looking forward to the Veil a lot. I really want to stream that game.
The end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll set up a throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Yeah, I played the demo of it on stream last week. They've got big plans for it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting. The voice acting's spectacular. The sound design's spectacular. It's heavily influenced by that game, A Blind Legend, that I streamed earlier as well. It's heavily inspired by that. But that's not a bad thing. Like, A Blind Legend is a good game in its own right. And this is that times, like, 20.
Let's go! 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. Looking to throw. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle. They really love to get him into one.
Not good, not good, not good.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Five.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
Woo!
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oryx won, my
The intended
friend.
target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down. Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside
Oh, I
the
was right.
25. 16 yards, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their
Oh, good. We have the lead at the half. Well, near the half. Good, good. I'm very, very pleased about that.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh,
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. They'll drop the throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across.
Thank goodness,
the 15.
Godwin.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 30 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
yeah, let's do that. I like the sound of that.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He finds Howard complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Coverage there by brilliant body Calhoun. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Dang it.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Look to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Trey Wayne.
We're still ahead, but I wanted to increase it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This complete left side to Aguilar. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football.
Great.
It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over, yet they are humans out there running around.
No.
Set 18 Gator.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Well, that works.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, 68 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive.
Good job,
It's
O.J.
one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was.
Set ready. 8 read.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Why?
Quite sure what just happened there.
Why does that ever happen?
You know that he spiked the football
That is the...
on 1st down. From the gun, a give to Davis. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
No, nice. Nice. Nice, Godwin.
For a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
I think we might have this. I think we might just have this.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Okay, fine.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second and 13. That's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
First down.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Davis. Pushing tacklers aside. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the run, it's Davis. And now running right through it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Steelers.
And they used all their timeouts.
Timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Done.
This is Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard
Slaughtering it.
touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack onto their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now.
Dude, this feels good. Like, legit, it feels good. I mean, if you remember, in the previous season, I couldn't get this far. I lost the conference championship.
Yeah, you can.
So it does feel good, even though it's not my Browns.
Cheap and easy. That could put
You know,
in some
I kind of am attached to this franchise now, too, because of my, created player here, so it feels good. So they have no timeouts. So I know the clock's going to run. So,
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that.
50, plant.
yes.
The Tampa Bay
Yes.
Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
It's the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's
I
all
hope
said
so.
and done. You see the
Because there was
hugs,
after
you
my
see the
first
guys
year, if you remember, there
cheering,
was.
the collective happiness.
Just to kind of talk about the
Makes
year.
me
Like,
want
hey,
to
he's
take
looking
you
good.
around a little
Could be
bit
good in
on
a few
my
years.
shoulders to
I'm hoping there
celebrate
is
the
one
triumph.
for
And
the winning the Super Bowl.
congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
Woo! I'm like legit happy about this.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step
That's
of
because
the
you
way.
have.
Our entire crew doing a wonderful job.
You both enter
Thanks
time
to my
portals and
broadcast
commentate
partner,
every
Charles
game at the
Davis.
same
With
time.
all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Post-game
Okay.
report players'
Cutscene?
stats. Finish game.
Cutscene? 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 Cutscene?
Pretty good music.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It was very fitting of the moment.
Entering XP feedback screen, you have 2 options.
Oh.
You have 22
Cutscene.
options. Fantasy
Why?
World is selected.
Cutscene?
Entering franchise hub screen. View docs. View yearly awards. Advanced week.
Maybe now cutscene?
Things to do, you have 2 options. Next week is selected.
Trophy?
Advanced week. Upgrade player.
Trophy?
Power. Notifications. Link. Trophy earned. Brands.
Oh, I got the Odell
Legacy
Beckham
Award.
Jr. Legacy Award.
Just now.
Okay,
Button.
cool.
Notifications.
Advanced week. Upgrade play. Upgrade player. Field gen. Strong arm.
Improviser.
Improviser.
Improviser, pal.
Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do.
No, that's disappointing.
Things to do. You
Yeah, I
have
was
2
really
options. Next
hoping
week
for a
is
cut.
selected.
Like, how big can they give you a cutscene after your first year of play? But then when you finally make it to the top and hit the Super Bowl, not only do you not get a cutscene, but you don't even get a text message. I got a text message from one of the characters, you know, from the story. What's his name? Streets. I got a text message from him when I made the Pro Bowl the first year, but nothing for the Super Bowl. The Veil is going to be good, dude. It's going to be great, I think. I have so much faith.
Things to do, you have 2 options. Next week is selected. Things to do, you have 2 options. Next week is selected.
I think after the first season, they pretty much skipped on this mode.
I guess.
Things
I guess
to
they
do, you
did.
have 2 options. Next
Seven,
week
seven, I
is
was my favorite,
selected.
600, I was my favorite, 607, 9,
Big Boss, what's going on, my friend? I'm doing all right. Your favorite Madden gamer? That's
I think for screen and button presses for audio games would be super helpful. Says that my note makes 0, my note doesn't go outside of the I think for screen and button presses for audio games would be super helpful.
I don't know how I would do that though, David. I really don't know how I would pull that off.
Things to do, you have 2 options.
I hear you, but I don't know
Next
how I
week
would
is selected.
manage that. Besides, that would involve modifying the scene, which we already set up.
There's an audio that displays inputs.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that's cool.
Kick off the
The Raiders
2021
are now on the
NFL
clock.
Draft and see if you can land the next superstar. You have 2
Oops.
options. Start drafting is selected. Skip ahead in the view your draft board. Skip ahead in the draft. Pause draft.
This how it works around mouse it is.
Skip view your draft board.
I actually clicked on,
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Skip ahead. View your draft board.
oops.
You have 5. You have 5 options. You have 5 options. 1 is selected.
I'm used to seeing it for GameCube controllers with a smash.
You have 5 options. 1 is selected.
The
You have
Panthers
5
are now on the
options.
clock.
1 is selected.
Seven white dashboard, 2
Entering
box.
skip ahead. View your
So I
draft board.
accidentally didn't skip the draft.
PC. Seven white
I
dashboard.
usually do.
Seven white. It makes 0, 7, 7. I'm used to seeing it for GameCube controllers with a smash. It makes 10
Oh, because Smash.
It works 10 months subscribe. It makes 0, 1 button 10 months. There's an audio that displays inputs.
Redskins are now on the clock.
Skip
I would
ahead
be
in the dra-
shocked
view your
if,
draft board.
if the Buccaneers didn't re-sign me. I would be shocked if they didn't. Like, we have a Super Bowl quality quarterback now. We know it. I mean, really, we knew it last year, but now we really know it.
The Rams are now on the clock.
I don't know, Sturlock, because to be fair, you wouldn't see it. I mean, you know, it'd be something in the audio module, in the audio scene. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
The Vikings.
Skip ahead. Pause draft. Skip ahead in the draft. View your draft board.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't know how long my contract is with the Buccaneers, so I'm probably not a free agent right now anyway. I probably signed like a 4-year contract. I don't even know it. I wonder if you can look at your contract. I need to find out.
The Colts are now on the clock.
This is kind of cool, except I wish it was more narrated than this.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Packers
It's
are
Misty
now
that's
on
been
the
sitting on
clock.
my OBS, but I don't know. It depends on how much time she has.
Skip
Either
ahead
that, or
in
I'll
your
have to find
draft
someone else to
board.
do it if you know if that's a thing that people want.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Pause draft. View your draft board. Team my player is selected. Things to do entering. Skip ahead. View your draft board.
The Lions are now on the clock.
I would imagine a module like that would only have to be set up one time, because it's usually, with things like that, it's usually something you add to a scene and just saves it as part of the scene. So, I would just need to find someone to help me add it to the scene.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
So, by default, I'm gonna say I don't really want it that much, because I don't really, I guess I'm not really seeing the point. I understand that
The Chiefs are now on
like I get that developers want to know what buttons are, or not developers, but I mean people want to know what sighted people might want to know what buttons I'm pressing. But if they want to play the audio games themselves, why not just get the audio game? Well, not all of them. A lot of them are free, and look at the manual. That's my thought.
The Falcons
But if people
are now
want
on the
it,
clock.
if other people want it, I will do it. Like if more than just one person, for instance, wants that to happen, I would consider doing it.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Skip ahead. View your draft board.
The Jets are now on the clock.
For example, no label block in the scenes.
Right, in the Veil, it's literally a case of follow the audio, you know? if you want to find something, then you turn towards the sound of the thing, and you walk towards it with an Xbox controller left thumbstick. Done and done. Attacking is done with the right thumbstick. You know? But if you listen to the Veil, though, it literally tells you... It literally tells you what controls to use as you start playing the game. It gives you audio tutorials as you start playing the game. So once you've heard those, you know what buttons I'm pressing every time that situation comes up. If it's dialogue, I'm moving through the options with the left stick and pressing the right trigger to select the thing.
The Bears are now on the clock.
If it's combat, I'm blocking with the left stick, fighting with the right stick. And all those are presented in audio tutorials, so that, you know, everyone's going to hear those.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
And again, the Veil has a demo that you can get for free. If you want to try it yourself, you can do that.
The Patriots are now...
I'm not completely dismissing it. I'm just saying, I don't know that I personally see the point. Also, I really want cookies now, Joy.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Fresh cookies, good. I want fresh cookies now.
The Saints are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Skip your
Alright,
draft
do
board.
something.
Skip ahead. Things to do. You have 4 options. Advance to next. Advance to next
What?
user pick. Advance to next pick. Advance to next round. Advance to end
The
of
End of
draft.
draft.
are now on the clock.
I didn't mean to do that in the first place. I've always intended to simulate the draft, and then I didn't. No, Joy's not evil. No.
You have 5. You have 5 options. 1 is selected.
The Chargers
What?
are
I-
now
but
on
I-
the clock.
You have 5
no.
options. 1 is selected. You have 5 options. 1 is selected. You have 5 you have 5 options is selected. You have 5 options is selected.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
I don't know what I just did.
You have 5 options. 1 is selected. Entering franchise hub screen things. Skip ahead in the draft.
Apparently I can't. Like, I tried to skip to the end of the draft and it didn't work, apparently?
The Browns are now on the clock.
Hi, chat. I'll tell you what. Let me mute desktop audio for a second.
Hey folks, hope you love the content. Consider supporting us on the days. Feel free to follow and subscribe. Superblindman will thank you and our co-packers for doing so. Free become a favorite http://www.patreon.com/Superblindman to be powered first. 4. Click the donate button at 5. Support Superblindman with food. Go to https restream.com. Free Superblindman design file. Superblindman is ever grateful for all of you. Thank you.
Let me mute desktop audio for a second because I have to check a thing. And, can't have you guys hearing the thing that I have to check. Sorry, guys.
The Buccaneers are now on
Offset,
the clock.
offset, like, offset, general Discord. Offset, 4, 7, like, offset, 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 7, button. Sudo, start, stop, rate, admin, transit, not select, list, new video, volumes, properties, new video, volumes, like, properties, new desktop, audio, checkbox, subject.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
The Eagles are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the
General
clock.
Pistol, 7 wide dashboard. Virtual PC, steer 5K back, set of gangster and keep them going. Mic button, going button, I mean, little set of gangster and keep them.
Skip ahead and view your draft board.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Skip ahead. Advance to next user pick. Advance to next round. Advance to next pick. Advance to next user pick. Advance to next round. Advance to next round.
Dang it!
Colts are now on
I've
the
done muted the mic, dang it!
Skip ahead. View your draft board. Skip ahead in the draft. Pause draft.
Oh my god, what have I done?
Skip ahead. Thing. Advance to next user pick. Advance to next round.
End it.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Pause draft. View your draft board. Skip ahead in the advance to next user pick. Advance to next round.
When I came back originally, I said, okay guys, I did a thing.
The Raiders are now
Now
on the
that thing is done.
View your draft. Skip. View your draft. Skip ahead. Pause draft. Skip ahead. Things to advance to next user. Advance to end of draft.
Are you gonna actually do it this time? Please?
Draft advance week. Draft recap. Your 2021 rookies have signed contracts for the season. New contract details is selected. Entering draft recap screen. 7 rows 68 columns. Left filter Buccaneers. Right filter all round. Name F Ballard. Position H key. Name J Reef. Name S Peters. Name J Tut. Name M Rathman. Name T Cortez.
Huh. Anyway. I don't know, I'm looking at that.
Name S Peters. Entering.
You can look at all their stats, and that's cool, but, you know.
Advanced
You know.
week.
You know.
Things to
You
do.
know.
You have 2 options. Next week.
I'm not
is
about that life.
selected.
Send a message. Minutes new. Link back to time dash. Forward one button. Link back button. Link back one button. Send minutes new. Forward one button.
Is it still muted? Wait.
Ops 24.0.164. Properties from volume slider from middle to
Start
second.
your
New
week
negotiate
by
box subject.
installing
No, it's
your
not.
game plan.
Did I wait? Did I? That's probably an old mute message.
Stir one button. Forward one button. Minutes new. Forward one button. Minutes new. Send a message. Minutes new. Forward one button. Tell one of your minutes. Stir one button. Your minutes still. Send minutes new. Forward one button.
I think you both told me at the same time. Okay. Oh, man.
Start weekly train. Start weekly. Start.
So it kind of
weekly
sucks that we didn't get a message, didn't get a
637 XT.
cutscene, nothing. Nothing. But I'm still enjoying the franchise, don't get me wrong. I'll still play this franchise. I still like it.
Play
I want to see what
season
happens. I want to
game
see if
selected.
I get signed to a different team eventually. You know, I want to see how it turns out. Let's see. Let's leave this for now, though.
Press.
A couple things I want to check.
Entering main face of the franchise pop-up menu. You have 3 cloud.
I want to see who's
Entering
truant.
cloud franchise screen. Continue last played.
Everybody now.
Entering franchise advance week.
Yep,
Udoc's
somebody's
advance week.
truant.
Options settings.
see.
League news.
Let's see.
Members you have 6. Team adjust lineup. Things to do you have 2 options. Advance week. Options settings. Sliders. User management. Demand release. League news. Stats. Transactions. Members you have 6. Sterling is
I can't
scoring
tell anymore?
2 pending. Invite user. League settings. Team adjust lineup. Things to do you have 2. Team. My team. Free agents. Things to do you
Dang
have
it, I
2.
can't check the
Udoc's
schedule anymore to
score is
see
advance
see who
week.
hasn't played their game yet. Oh.
Udoc's score is selected. Advance things
Yeah, I
to do
can't.
you have
Okay.
3
I wanted to make sure I couldn't advance
Udoc's
the week.
score is enter. Yes.
Alright, fine.
Entering cloud franchise screen undefined.
What?
Pop-up dismiss.
Popcorn. Oh my god.
Yes, you can. Visit the attack.
Alright. Popcorn, guys.
Menus of the result.
Popcorn power.
Entering main screen franchise.
Oh well,
Face
it doesn't matter.
franchise. Face
I'll do that
team.
next time. Let's go.
Superstar
I want
Co.
to see something.
Exhibition. Main you have 5 options. Play now is selected. Entering play now live screen you have 8 options. Entering select your team pop-up select your team. Rams 2-0. Browns
Aha!
1.
It is the current game for the week. Let's pray. Let's pray. Let's play the Browns versus the Rams. But you guys know how I am. I like to hear the live commentary that they have for each week. Now, in reality, I watched this game yesterday, and we lost, but we lost well. We didn't make it easy for them. We almost tied it up. We only lost by a touchdown. We almost tied it up, but they stopped us at the 5-yard line from tying it up. So I'd say that doesn't necessarily
Everybody,
reflect
it's
on
the
our,
coach.
you know,
You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football
our
on EA
football
Sports.
playage.
I'd like to
Up
leave
next, we'll see Jared Goff and the NFC champion Los Angeles Rams as they take
yeah.
on last year's number 1 overall pick.
I wasn't
Baker
going to say
Mayfield,
anything, but
and the upstart
yeah.
Cleveland Browns. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these
That's the
stats
thing.
and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
All right.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now in his 4th year in the league, Jared Goff bringing out this Rams offense. And for Goff individually, week 1 against the Panthers, 23 of 39, under 200 yards passing, had a touchdown and an interception. But, hey, they got the 30-27 win.
They certainly did. He essentially threw the game clincher to Tyler Higbee to put him up 30-20, and then they were able to hold on. But here's the stat that I like about Jared Goff. He was a number 1 overall pick himself, but against other number 1 quarterbacks, drafted 1st overall, he's 5-1 in his career now, 1-0 in 2019, beating Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's
Bob does not want
1st and
popcorn.
10.
No, he does not.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
And I think the entire league benefited when Andrew Whitworth made the decision to come back for his 13th NFL season.
It's not cookies, but it's
Still one
good.
of the best offensive tackles in the game. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 times first-team All-Pro. He's now 10th among active players in the NFL in games started.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it into
That's the thing that happened a lot yesterday.
Across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 3 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On first down, it's Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL. You
have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, controlling the defensive front linebackers,
buzzing through,
you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Yeah. Honestly, that fits the way the game actually went. Kupp and Cooks were their guys, man.
And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
That's true. They do that a lot. They really do that a lot.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. The 24-year-old quarterback Baker Mayfield bringing out the Cleveland Browns. Week 1 for Baker through the 3 interceptions, 25 of 38, 285 yards. He did have a touchdown to go along with the 3 picks, but not the week 1 that Baker was envisioning.
Not at all, because he doesn't envision that. What he sees is throwing 3 touchdown passes and making big plays, and those will come before the season is over. He's too talented, and so is this Browns roster. But they didn't help themselves at all. 10 penalties, 107 yards in the first half. Ended up with 18 penalties total for 182 yards. You're not going to win very many games if you're that sloppy.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round.
Popcorn and chocolate. I'll take it.
Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That really sets
I can
him
see
back.
that.
A loss of 6.
I can see that.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Mayfield, that's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the focus will definitely be on wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. after the trade from the New York Giants to the Cleveland Browns. How will he mesh with his new quarterback Baker Mayfield? And can they be the duo that leads Cleveland to the playoffs for the first time since 2002?
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
Yeah.
Into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
Oh, come on now.
He misses the extra point.
What the heck?
Game.
What the heck? Rude.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Los Angeles coming onto the field here. You know, week 1 they had to go all the way across the country to Carolina. Did get the win 30-27 despite a slow start. Curious about that run game, though. Todd Gurley came on late like the rest of the offense, but really was not a factor in the first half.
And that's a little bit of a surprise, because all offseason we were told what? Todd Gurley was fine. Don't worry about Todd Gurley. He'll be okay. Only 5 carries in the first half. Malcolm Brown carried the load, but he did come on in the second half. Finished with 14
in the Rams game yesterday, they used him a lot. I think he had 11 carries, 11 or 12.
That's a big win for the Rams going on the road week 1 and playing in the heat in Carolina.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
That's just wrong, man.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
11 more on that one and another first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well,
he obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
game by that. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
gosh, golly and darn it.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good popcorn, chat. Good popcorn.
Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for
good.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. He's
good.
at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now, fun fact, that actually happened
How about that for a little enjoyment
in the game yesterday.
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis.
It wasn't quite a
on
pick
trying to
six
score in the
like
last
that,
2 minutes of a half to
but we
carry
got
it with them.
an interception
It's not often
and a
talked
fumble
about scoring
return.
on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Seibert on for the PAT.
There.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up.
Good job, Austin.
To extend their lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the
because Tyrone up in here has followed. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the content. Hope you enjoy it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the
Do you have any
air.
questions about this craziness?
This one
Please do let me know.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now it's gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
They're using Higbee more than they actually did. There's a lot of Cooks and
Goff in the offense with a
Cooper
1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
All right, Joy, do the mom thing.
This will be caught
The mom
just
thing.
inside the
Do the
10.
mom thing.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
But could they just not, though?
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly
Oh.
being up 1. And right now they've got that opportunity.
No doubt, that is a big-time score and a big-time
Right.
Zerline connects
Thanks,
on the
Sherlock.
extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh. I thought you were referring to good luck with them missing the extra point. Because they almost never do.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. As Cleveland comes back out here, let's just look back to week 1, Charles. You think about all the excitement that there was around that city. Probably as much excitement for that franchise going into week 1 as there has been in a few decades. And they really fell on their face 43-13. So I don't want to overreact. Their season's not over, but boy, it did not look good.
No, to put it mildly, the last time they won a game on opening weekend, 2004. And since their return to the NFL, you ready for this? They're 1-18-1 on opening day.
Wow.
So you're right. Let's not overreact, but so many expectations. That whole city just buzzing. In fact, the whole league was watching. And let's be honest about it. No one expected to see that.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in.
There we go.
Cleveland.
Trust in Odell.
In the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Pretty good response.
So yeah, that live commentary there was very accurate.
But they struck back.
A lot of hype in week 1, and it did not pan out. I mean, week 2, though, made it a little bit better. And honestly, I'll say it again, week 3, this game that I'm playing right now was not bad.
Play to regain that lead.
We lost, but it was not a bad loss
Here's
at all.
Seibert now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they only needed 3
How we doing?
plays on that drive.
9:35 p.m.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
With a touchdown for Cleveland.
Yeah,
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 21-13, your final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Josh Allen, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys
yeah,
to
the Bengals got creamed too.
And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the NFC. Bears, Redskins from FedEx Field. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Dude.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
I've talked to Sturlock about this. Seibert is a very good field goal kicker. He's very good. I was telling Sturlock about a preseason game where all of Cleveland's points in this preseason game came from him. And there were 12 of them. 12 points. 4 field goals.
After the made field goal, Seibert back
and
out
to be clear,
kick it away.
To be clear, he is a rookie. He's just coming in.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. I want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15 Eastern. Golf will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now gone. It's caught left side by Cooks.
It's caught left side
And
by
they're able to get
Cooks.
this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
By Cooks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm weird. It's alright.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gone. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown.
Well, that sucked.
LA. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch too to score.
At least it doesn't give them the lead.
They're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will get them one closer. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3.
Whoa.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he's into the clear.
Okay.
20, 10, and take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. From the 30 on second down, Goff. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there.
11 yards there, first down.
Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Goff. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be second down. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore, Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43
Yes, we know.
points on the Browns.
First down, LA.
Yes, we know.
Goff finding Higbee.
Thank you, Charles Davis.
So a first and 10
Thank you so
upcoming
much.
from Browns territory now at the 46. Now Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
9:45 p.m.
9:45. All right. Should have just enough time to finish the game.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has
Well, they tried for the field goal.
and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. It's like a freight train. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations,
I'm redeeming the
players
Browns
will
for what
tell
actually
you that's
happened last
extra
week.
Intensity.
All right.
From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. On the crossing route, complete. It's Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
We have definitely strayed away from reality at this point.
Touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go
Why
for 2.
Why are we doing this?
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get in.
I don't know why we did.
To extend the lead by 2.
Actually, I do.
So they
I actually do know why we did that.
Try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that
So,
it can prove risky.
Keeping in mind that I choose the suggested play, I didn't intentionally do that. I understand why the computer did that, though. It made us go for 2 because that fixes the fact that I missed the extra point earlier. That's fixed now. Huh. That's actually pretty clever.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard to the 36. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. This one to the left to Higbee. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Goff. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
Nope.
Back right around the 48-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. I thought they were going to go for it.
Here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
And
now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is what here? Incomplete.
Out of bounds.
Looked like
out of bounds.
But he apparently did not get the 2 feet down.
Oh, okay, so one of my team caught it, but he was out of bounds, so this ruled it incomplete.
It really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now
this is not what happened.
Take the field.
This is not what happened.
Should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's real. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
Well, there.
Man, he got
Clay Matthews did sack Baker Mayfield during the game yesterday. I don't know how I remember all this stuff.
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a
apparently I have a head for this.
There's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
Yeah.
The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
I'm guessing we're about to take a knee.
On him because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yep.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter.
That is not what happened.
Off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So so for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now. After
Yeah,
the
no,
week
we're 2-1 in
defeat as
reality.
They move to 2-1.
I mean, what,
They'll
1
hit
and
the
2,
road
sorry,
next
1
week
and
to
2.
take on the
Post-game
Baltimore
report players.
Ravens.
Finish game.
Meanwhile, for LA, they too will exit with a 2-1 record, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
He's bro. Hey guys, he's bro. You've just heard from bro.
Entering. Continue round season pop-up. Return to main menu. Enter main menu screen legends.
Alright, chat. That's going to do it for the stream. Hope you guys had fun. I had fun coming back to stream here. Tomorrow is going to be Phoenix Wright for both streams, so that's going to be fun. We are in, I believe we're in Investigation Day 2 still on Case 3, so that'll be cool. Look forward to that. And I will tell you again, next week is going to be a very short week. I will only be here Monday and Tuesday, and I'm not even sure if I'll think about it. We have to pack and everything. I'm not sure if I'll stream Tuesday or not. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, for now, check out the Breakdown Walls crew, breakdownwalls.net/Discord. You're all welcome to join us there. And of course, the Breakdown Walls podcast at breakdownwalls.net/podcast. Oh my goodness, this week's interview is going to be off the chain! I mean, it was off the chain. I've already done it. But, it's going to be great. You're going to love it. Alright. Let's go find some of the raid real fast. Real fast. Come on now. If you've never watched games, it's really interesting to watch. I'm playing Paper Mario right now. Mr. Scoot is on. I think we will raid Panda Pants. Yeah. Panda Pants. Super secret things, Tyler. It's the infamous thing I can't talk about. I literally cannot tell you where I'm going. Except in the very basic way. I can say I'm going to California, but that's about it. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for sticking around for the raid. Panda Pants is really cool, dude. Introduce yourselves. Have a good time. Tell him I sent you. He'll know, of course. Tell him anyway. Have a good night, guys.
Madden NFL 20. Button. Options button. Options menu. L1 button to the left end. R1 button to the right end. On the home screen, press the left and right buttons to select applications. Press the up button to move to the function screen, where you can select system functions.
More button. Link browse. Switch. Unable for show. Unable subscribe button. Share button. Close button. Share button 10,025. Share button. More options button. Share button 10,025. Link. Virtual PC. Show more. Unable follow button. Unable resubscribe button. Close button. Share button. More options. Unable to left right slide. Unable space. Main media. Send a message. Send a message. Send a message. Link with TV's head over and check out Superblindman and follow. Tap button. Send a message.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
Function screen. Trope settings. Power. Button.